How to get a good divorce settlement. First, no shame in the question. You gave years, you built things, and wanting to leave protected is not greed, it's accounting. Now the part no lawyer will tell you, the size of your settlement was mostly decided before your wedding, and I'll show you where. Every guide on how to get the most money in a divorce gives you the same war kit. Hire the shark lawyer, document everything, bring in a forensic accountant, know your state's laws, all useful and all secondary. Because here's what 20 years of celebrity divorces and your own friends' divorces actually show. Courts divide what the war leaves, and war is expensive. Years of litigation eat the assets, legal fees eat the assets, and a man determined to burn you gets his money moved long before your shark lawyer sends the first letter. Meanwhile, the biggest settlements in history weren't won at all. They were given, voluntarily, fast, by men who walked away grateful. That's the Mackenzie principle. No prenup, no war, 38 billion. I've done a whole video on it. So the real question isn't, how do I fight better? It's, which kind of exit does your marriage carry? Because your entire strategy depends on the answer. There are two exits, and the difference between them is worth more than any lawyer. The avenger exit. His code carries suppression aimed at you. The conflict runs high. This man doesn't negotiate. He punishes. He'll spend 100,000 on lawyers to save 50. It is not math. Verdict: you get nothing. The gratitude exit, and here's the formula because it's precise. The floor: no suppression aimed at you, plus low conflict. That alone means no war. Nothing in the code wants to destroy you. Now add the upgrades: real physical connection through the years, deep psychological sync, and your happiness codes flowing to him, the years where your presence genuinely made his life better. A man leaving that marriage doesn't exit angry, he exits grateful. And a grateful man doesn't fight your alimony, he often offers more than the court would order. Because in his own story, you were the good years. How to ensure alimony in a divorce. The deepest answer: be divorcing a man whose code says thank you. And notice, every ingredient in that formula existed before the wedding. The settlement was pre-written. The lawyers just read it out loud. So here's how this works practically. Whether you're planning a wedding or planning an exit, if you're already heading toward divorce, the reading is step 1 of leaving a marriage financially secure, before the lawyer, before the announcement. Because the two exits need opposite playbooks. Holding a gratitude exit, then the shark lawyer opening is the worst move you can make. Aggression nukes the goodwill that was about to pay you voluntarily. Negotiate warm, let his gratitude write the check. Holding an avenger code, opposite game. Quiet preparation, copies of everything, your own account, yesterday. Assume the assets are already moving, because with that code, they are. In a high asset divorce, knowing which man you're facing before he knows you're leaving is the whole strategy. If you're not married yet, congratulations, you're holding the cheat code. Maximizing your divorce settlement starts at partner selection. The pre-wedding reading shows whether this pairing carries the gratitude formula or the avenger signature. Choose the man whose worst-case scenario is still a soft landing. The math, as always. The courtroom route, 2 to 5 years, 6 figures in fees, and you're splitting whatever survived the fire. The reading, 10 minutes, less than a single blowout, and you know which exit you're holding and which playbook to run. The best settlements aren't won, they're given, by men whose code says, thank you. And that code was readable on day 1. If you could see tonight whether your marriage carries the gratitude exit or the avenger one, would you plan your next move differently? Links in the description. And tell me in the comments, the best divorce you've ever witnessed. Was it won by lawyers or given by a grateful man? I read everything. Don't leave your soft life to chance. Subscribe and start vetting by code.